This week, something very significant happened and is still happening. Something that affects thousands of international students and migrants in the UK directly. The UK government just started sending out a mass warning to thousands of international students and their families in the UK. Now, this is raising lots of concerns and questions like why the strong warning? Why now? Why international students and their families? So we'll go into the details of the government's new plan, what it means for international students, what could happen next, and everything you need to know about this. So please stick with me while we go straight into it. My name is Tochi. You're welcome to my channel. Please like this video, give it a thumbs up as you're watching so YouTube can recommend it to more people because it's very important. To all my returning subscribers, you guys are amazing. You're welcome back to today's video. Please do well to share the video as well. And if you're yet to subscribe, please click on the subscribe button right now. Thank you. Now, tens of thousands of foreign students are being contacted directly by the government and told they will be removed from the UK if they overstay their visas. The Home Office launched the new government campaign in response to what it has called an alarming spike in the number of international students arriving legally on student visas, then claiming asylum when they expire. They announced that they've started rolling out emails and text messages to international students and their families. And the message is quite clear. They've been asked to leave if their visas expire. So if you are on a study visa and your visa expires or you stay illegally, you will be deported, okay? You'll be asked to leave. And they say that this is the first time that the Home Office is actually doing something like this. Because it said clearly that as part of the campaign, the Home Office has for the first time proactively contacted international students directly by text and email. And I'm sure that this is not surprising, okay, because of everything that's going on right now in the UK, you know, all the noise about cutting down migration and all of those things, right? We all know. I'm sure we all have been following the news and we have been up to date with everything that has been going on and how the governments have been making different changes, you know, bringing up new rules just to make sure that migration is cut down. They're beginning to tighten things up, you know. And then in one of my videos where I showed the number of visa applications that have been applied in the UK, I think up to July or something like that, the numbers have dropped significantly. Right? Like they are beginning to see the effect of all these measures that they are putting in place and they are not even stopping. This just goes a long way to show us that they are not stopping anytime soon, okay? They are not satisfied with the numbers that have dropped so far and they want it to drop even more. And that is why for the first time ever, they are sending out and they've started sending out text messages and emails warning. This is like a strong warning to international students saying, see you as an international student, if your visa expires, do well to leave the UK because if you overstay, we will remove you ourselves, you know. If I continue, I would love to tell you how you can win big this September with LemFi. We understand that times are really tough and every little bit helps. And that is why LemFi is giving out Nigerian food boxes to LemFi users. All you have to do is to send £300 or more in a single transaction to Nigeria and also click the link in my description box to complete the form LemFi giveaway. Also use your referral code for this transaction. You're going to find it on the LemFi app. So guys, please don't miss out on this. This is not just a giveaway. It's about community support and just to let you know that you are not alone and that LemFi cares, okay? You're going to be getting goodies, Nigerian food boxes with lots of goodies in it. Name any Nigerian food that you can think about is going to be in that food box. And we all know how expensive African foods are. So please do this. The flyer is on the screen and is valid from now till the 10th of September. Winners will be picked and announced on the 12th of September as well. I wish you guys all the best. So one of the reasons why they are doing this is the Home Secretary said that he told BBC that some international students are claiming asylum even when things haven't changed in their home country. Apparently, she's saying that some people are claiming asylum when they don't have enough reason to. Now, around 13% of asylum applications in the year to June, around 14,800 came from people in the UK on a study visa, according to the Home Office data. Okay, so apparently there've been lots of asylum applications from those on study visa, even those on work visa as well, surprisingly. Okay, we all saw the numbers the time it was released. For international students, there are around 14,800 applications, and these are people that came in on study visas. They applied legally for study in the UK, applied to a university, got admission, everything came in, and then they now apply for asylum afterwards. Okay, and yeah, Pakistan was one of the most common country of origin, responsible for 5,700 of these applications. So out of 14,800, they applied for 5,700. Moving on, although the number of student visa holders applying for asylum has dropped from the year before, it is nearly 6 times as many as in 2020. According to the department. So they are really doing everything to clamp down on study as a means to claim asylum. Then they also say that if you apply for asylum, they're now going to be very strict and thorough with the applications. And if there's no merit on your applications, like if they just feel like it doesn't hold water, like it's not meant to stand, they are going to deny or refuse it instantly. Also announced that they aim to stop migrants from using university study as a way to enter the UK. So under the plans beginning this month, the visa refusal and course completion rates that universities have to meet in order not to risk losing their ability to sponsor future visas are to be made stricter. They are tightening everything, every visa category. Study visas are not left out. The rules are getting stricter every day. Just when you think, okay, maybe they've done everything they can do, you just wake up to the next news of them doing even more. It just goes a long way to show us that the government, this particular government, is not stopping anytime soon. And honestly, you wouldn't even blame them, because with the noise about migration, guys, I feel like this is the basic focus of the government of the people right now. Everybody is now forgetting every other thing, like dealing with the economy, the NHS shortage. Like they're not thinking about any of those things now. It just looks like everybody's focus is on immigration, migration, and all of that. Now, so they are just tightening everywhere you can think of. Study, work, visas, everything is being tightened. Right? So the new message campaign will see around 130,000 students and their families receive a message telling them if they have no legal right to remain in the country, they must leave. If you've gotten that message as an international student, please let us know in the comment section. And also 10,000 international students whose visas are due to expire have already been contacted directly by text and email, warning them they could be deported, right? And 10,000 of students more will receive the message in the coming months. The BBC understands to coincide with autumn, when applications often increase. Okay, the full message will read: if you submit an asylum claim that lacks merit, it will be swiftly and robustly refused. So they are telling you beforehand that if you submit an asylum claim that lacks merit, it will automatically be refused. And any request for asylum support will be assessed against destitution criteria. If you do not meet the criteria, you will not receive support. If you have no legal right to remain in the UK, you must leave. If you don't, we will remove you. Yes, in as much as I feel like it's quite surprising that people on work visas and international students are claiming asylum, the reason is also not far-fetched, right? Because of the constant changes of immigration rules. It's not been favorable in the recent times, and a lot of people have been affected. The salary threshold have increased, a lot of changes have been made. It's difficult now to get sponsorship. So a lot of people have been caught up with this constant changes in immigration rules. There are people too who probably they feel like going back to their home countries it's not safe for them, because we really don't know the reasons why people claim, right? So only the government knows. And for the government to have granted these applications, it's possible that their claims and their reasons for applying for the asylum is really valid, you know, because these same Home Office, they're the ones that approved all of these applications. Now they're saying that enough is enough. They feel like they've granted too many. They feel like the applications are coming in, you know, more often, and they want to do something about it. And if we even look at this from this point, right? Students show proof of funds, you know, they show that they can pay their fees, and we know how expensive studying in the UK is, right? Studying as an international student in the UK is very, very expensive. So for somebody who is coming in to study, you have shown proof that you can pay your school fees. You've even had to pay deposit, you know, you have shown proof of funds that you can sustain yourself in the UK, you know, maintain yourself and possibly your family and everything. And just before your student visa expires, or probably after your student visa expires, you now want to claim asylum, or you're now claiming for asylum. So that, I think this is also where they are coming from. Like, how are you able to show us that you can take care of yourself, or you're coming from a place where you have enough funds to take care of yourself, and then all of a sudden you're not coming to claim for asylum? So I feel like they are finding it very difficult to wrap their head around all of these things, you know, the sudden change, the sudden switch, you know. So they're trying to stop it. They're trying to cut down the number of people applying for asylum. If you even look at the numbers that they release, you agree that the numbers are really, really high. And they're also saying that these students are taking up spaces for people that genuinely need to apply for this asylum. That we obviously will do our bit to support genuine refugees, she added, but if nothing has changed in their country, people should not be claiming asylum at the end of a student course. So yeah, they say that their focus this summer have really been on people arriving via small boats, but they've also noticed that a significant number of people are applying for asylum, those on study visas, when their visas are about to run out, and they are no longer having that, you know. Earlier this year, the Home Office announced a cut in the amount of time overseas graduates can stay in the UK after their studies, from 2 years to 18 months. Asked for improved real-time data sharing between Home Office and the sector, so that universities can respond proactively to any issues as soon as they are identified. Then the Refugee Council said the situation in some students' home countries could change dramatically after they're arriving in the UK, okay? So in as much as they understand where the Home Office is coming from, they're also saying that some of these applications could be genuine, because situations could just change, you know, as soon as they arrive in the UK, right? So they should not assume that the system is being abused, or some of these students are lying, or just looking for ways to stay back in the UK and all of that. That some of the applications could be really genuine. So they're saying that it's wrong to suggest that people who arrive on a visa and then apply for asylum are abusing the system and do not have a genuine need for protection. So yeah, this is where we are right now. I just thought to share with you guys to know what's going on. You guys trust me to keep you guys updated always. So thank you so much for watching today's video. I'll see you all in my next one. Bye bye.